So this is the pair work, think about it, and our plan for the next weeks are on the screen. We will cover chapter 8, exponential and logarithm functions. Actually, we're not covering logarithm, only exponential functions, and we have 15 days to go over all the topics, all the sections that are in the curriculum for chapter 8. At the beginning of May, we have a review. After that, chapter 8 tests. So this is what you have to cover for chapter 8, section 8.1, and algebra of functions and composition, and section 8.3, exponential functions. Okay, and moving, today we will talk about algebra of functions and composition. The first topic is about a new notation or a new way of representing sum, difference, product and quotient of functions. You know how to work it out. This is just a different notation, a different way of writing it out, okay? Given two functions, f and g, the functions f plus g, f minus g, f times g, and f over g are defined or are written as, if you have, for example, let me show just one example. F of x plus g of x, this is going to be written as f plus g of x. See? So this is a new way of writing down the addition of the function f plus the function g. Again, you know how to work it out. This is just a new way of writing down, of representing addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of functions. Okay? And yes, it's confusing when we look at the definition. It might be a little bit confusing. Let's work on an example. It's much better and easier to understand if we work on an example. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing functions, and we have the functions that we're going to work are here. We will work with g of x, h of x, and k of x. They are defined on this line. The first example, letter A, is to find g plus h of x, okay? And this is going to be g of x plus h of x, okay? This is only a different way of representing the addition of these two different functions. Now we have to check the expression, because g of x is 4x and h of x is x squared minus 3x. So let's plug in. Equals 4x plus, and h of x is x squared minus 3x. That's it. Now we have the answer, the result. We just need to combine like terms, something that we know from the very beginning of our course, combining like terms and writing down this expression in the right order. We're going to start with the highest exponent, x squared. The next exponent, the next highest exponent is the combination 4x minus 3x, x. So plus x. This is the right answer. Let me show another example. Now with multiplication, okay? Let us see. On C, we have G times K of X. And this is just a new way of representing G of X times K of X. Let's find G of X, we know is 4X, right? G of X is 4X. And what about K of X? Let's find out here. K of X equals X minus 2. So K of X, X minus 2. That's the answer. We just need to simplify. And we need to apply distributive property. Remember this from the very beginning of our course, distributive property. So you multiply 4x times x is 4x squared, and 4x times negative 2 minus 8x. That's the right answer. And I'm gonna show the whole thing. Tell me if you have any questions. What do you think about it? I think we know, or we are supposed to know how to work it out. It's just a new way of representing these operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of functions. Okay, but working out is the same thing we've been doing, like combining like terms, applying distributive property, writing the items, the terms in the right order, the highest exponent first. Okay, what do you think? Is this hard? Is this difficult? Or just a little bit? Or easy, piece of cake? And if you have questions, tell me now. If you have any feedback, if you want to say something, tell me now, type on the chat box, or you can say on the microphone. So we need to find two digits, and if you have a plus b equals b plus a, which is equals 5, right? Now let's see the options that we have. We have 0 and 5 is one option. We have also 2 and 3. And we have another option which is 1 and 4. Those are the possible options, the possible digits that we can have that will add 5. Well, if you think about 0 and 5, the father is going to be 50 years old and the son is going to be 5 years old. There is a small problem because when you say 5 years old, you don't say 05, right? You don't. Has only one digit. So we will eliminate this one because we actually don't have two digits here. We have just one. Now 2 and 3, let's say the father is 32 and the son is 23. There is something odd about it. If you see the difference in age, it's just 9 years. That means the father had a son being 9 years old. Doesn't make sense, right? So this also is not usual age for father and son. The age, the combination that makes more sense is 41 years old and 14 years old. The father is going to be 41 and the son 14 years old. So the answer is 41 years old, or just 41. And we have a few winners. Yes, Danara, that's right, 41. And I think only Danara. Danara is the winner today. Thank you, Danara. 41 makes sense, but Joilian, 50 also makes sense. We just eliminate because 5 doesn't have 2 digits. 50 also makes sense. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Kimani. Timothy, thank you. Leonardo, thank you. And Raymond, thank you for your answers. This is just a warm-up, and now we are ready to work on our quiz, right? The right answer is going to be 41 years old. The father is the best option. I think it's the best option. It's not the only option, but I think it's the best option. Okay, moving on. Now let's work on our quiz. And I will share with you the link to the whiteboard so you can access, you can edit, you can share your answers if you want using the whiteboard. Just click on this link, you will be able to open this whiteboard. Refer to the functions defined below. We're going to work with those functions, f of x, g of x, h of x, and k of x in all the questions. The first question, f plus g of x. This is the same thing as f of x plus g of x, right? Which is equals. Check what's f of x. F of x is x plus 4. Now check what's g of x. And g of x is 2x squared plus 4x. This is g of x, right? This is the answer. What you're going to do now is just simplify, combine like terms, and write in the correct order. Because the first we usually represent the highest exponent, then the next highest exponent, and the last one is the constant. That's the answer. Let me show you an example of multiplication, okay? Letter E, multiplication. We have f times h of x is going to be the same thing as f of x times h of x. So check up here what is f of x. F of x is x plus 4. And check what is h of x. H of x is x squared plus 1. We're gonna multiply, right? This is a multiplication. Multiplication. This is the answer. We just need to simplify. Remember, at the beginning of the course, we work on distributive property. So you're going to apply distributive property here, or FOIL method is another way of calling this distributive property, this kind. X times x squared, x cubed. X times 1, x. 4 times x squared, 4x squared. And 4 times 1, 4. The answer is x cubed plus. Let's write in the correct order. The highest exponent is 3. The second highest exponent is 2. Then 1. And the last is the constant. This is the right answer. We don't have any like terms. That's it. Okay, now I give you some time to work by yourselves, and I will check attendance. So let's work letter F. h is the same thing. H times k of x is h of x times k of x, right? So let's check on top what is h of x. And we have here h of x equals x squared plus 1. And what is k? K of x. 1 over x. We don't need this, times 1 over x. Excuse me. So we have to apply again distributive property. We can apply it this way. This is equals x squared times 1 over x plus 1 times 1 over x. See? And we can simplify here. Check this. We can simplify x squared divided by x is just x. And 1 times 1 over x, 1 over x. That's it. This is the right answer for letter F. Letter G. Now is G times f of x. So let's find here, because we have G of x times f of x. And as I remember, G is 2x squared plus 4x. And f is x plus 4, right? Let me just make sure I have the right functions. G of x. Let me see. Yes. Here. And f of x is this. Yes, we have the right ones. We can work it out. Apply distributive property. This is the FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. 2x squared times 4, 8x squared. 4x times x, 4x squared. And 4x times 4, 16x. Nice? You can combine like terms because you have 8x squared plus 4x squared. And this is equals, first is the highest exponent, the next highest exponent is a square, and finally 16x. That's it. Thank you, Leonardo. And we have division here. F over G of x is going to be the same thing as f of x over G of x. You just have to write down f of x, as, if I remember, is x plus 4. G of x, if I'm remembering, is 2x squared plus 4x, right? And you have to think if there's any kind of simplification you can do. Right now, I can imagine one simplification, just let me try, but I don't know if this is going to be worthwhile. We can factor out 2x. This is the greatest common factor, 2x times x plus 2. But then it's not going to be worthwhile because you cannot simplify. They are different, see? So forget about it. You cannot simplify. This is the right answer. That's it. And about L. F over h of x is equals to f of x over h of x. As I remember, f of x is x plus 4, and h of x is x squared plus 1. This same thing, there's nothing here to be simplified, to be that we can eliminate. The answer is that. That's the right answer. Thank you, Leonardo. Let me zoom out all the work we have done so far.